Hey guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. These designs on Etsy are selling. This is a huge trend right now. This one right here is a best seller and is what these look like are the patchwork. But not only do they look like patchwork, they look realistic, as if it is really quilted, and it's not. It's actually a digital design, but it looks as if someone did indeed sew it on, and that's not the case. So these are best sellers. I'm seeing these. I'm seeing 20 in the cart. Definitely something to look at. So I wanted to show you the steps that I took to make this design right here. And I'm trying to debate on whether I want to keep it like this or if I want to add the white stitching right here. So in order to do that, I just went to tools and went to draw and used my white pen and then just made little lines. It's kind of tedious work, and I think it looks great on its own already. So I think I am just going to go with this one. But I do want to take you through the steps of what I did to create it so that you know how. Now, I first started with my custom letters, which is these. And you can change this thread color. If you click on Edit and you go down here to Filters, you can change this to any color you want. You've got this, you can change it to this. If you want to go to blue, purple, so you can change the thread color to whatever you want. And I do have these linked down below. So you definitely need these letters before you do anything to start. So the first thing that I did is this was my base, and I'll tell you how I made it. This was my patchwork. So I started out by adding actual fabric. So I would go to Elements and I would type things like fabric. I would hit search. I would click on the photos and also the graphics just to see what all was available. Some of these look like people took pictures of them and they looked a little bit kind of muted, sort of like this one right here. So then I would go and change the color to brighten it up a little bit. But when I was finished, I really didn't like it. I felt like it needed something more. It did not really look like a quilt. It did not look like that puffy look like over here. So is what I did is I first went to Canva and I went to Ask Canva, and I asked Canva AI if it could turn it into 3D and also make the colors more of a pastel. Okay, well that did not turn out very well. It looked like somebody took just a white square and put over the top of it and lowered the opacity down to 50%. So I then went over to a different image generator. I put everything in there and they said you should try Adobe Firefly, because Adobe Firefly is really good about getting the colors and the color scheme that you want, and that's exactly what I did. So I took it over there to Adobe Firefly and I did end up getting those soft muted pastels with a 3D quilted look, just like what I wanted. Then I took my letters, and I can show you an example of how I can do that. So is how I did this look and is how I achieved it is I'm going to go ahead and first ungroup these. If they're not ungrouped already, I'm going to ungroup, and I like to separate them. And for right now, I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. So is what I did is I went over here and I uploaded several different versions just to see what was going to work. So I finally found the one that I liked. So I took this one and kind of cropped it just a little bit, and then I kind of threw it over here in this letter, just like this. And then is what I did over here is I went up here to edit, and I wanted to find a color that really just stood out. So I went down here to filters, and I went with this color. It was really, really bright, and I did take the intensity down just a bit. So once I did that, I took my letter, and then I think it's easier to put the letter into the frame or into the outline. It's just easier that way. Now I'm going to group these together so I can move it and make it bigger. And this is how I ended up making this design. And I can blow this up for you because I want you to see this detailing. You can tell the stitches look real. This looks like real fabric, and it's amazing to me. This just blows me completely away that this is a digital design and this is not real fabric. Also, don't forget, I have this entire alphabet plain so that you can customize this in any way that you want to make them. They are plain letters. You can change the color of the stitching. You can add whatever you want inside of the frames, and that is available over here. And I do have this linked down below. And you don't just get one font, you get another font. So these are the varsity fonts, and then in addition to that, I have another font that comes with the upper and the lowercase letters, and of course the numbers and also the symbols. And once again, you can see the detailing here, and you can see how much that the stitching is just, it looks so good. So that's how I made this design. Well, I then took this design over to Photopea, and I put it over here. Now, whenever you do this, you have to make sure it's on a transparent background. Whenever you do that, you put it in here and then you click out of it, and then you'll see this word right here that says warp. If you tap on warp, then these blue dots are going to appear. So what I did is I went straight up just a little bit, and then this as well went straight up just to get that upper arc look. I did not want the entire thing curved, I just wanted the upper arc. So I do want to show you how everything turned out. So this is how it looks on a mock-up. And we could do this design right here. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. We can do it this way where you can have the upper arc. Some people may not like the upper arc, and we can replace this with the other one that is just the one that's straight across. And let me take this down so I can fix this and put this on this mock-up. I have had people asking me about my mock-ups, and they said they are seeing everything, but where did you get the mock-up? The mock-ups I purchased directly from Etsy, and I purchased them a while back. If you do want mock-ups, Etsy is a great place to look for mock-ups. So either or, it's all a matter of preference. If they want it just to be like this, where it is just straight across, or you can do the arced letters if that's what they prefer. But I'm noticing that the custom is really selling. I'm also noticing people are selling these alphabets already made, so that people, all they have to do on transparent backgrounds is take the PNG files, put them on there, and then make something out of them, make a word out of them, whatever they want it to say. I do hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you on the next one.